It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
On the ready. Cowboy 80. 60 by 6.
Throwing on first down. Hooker. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think, a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's gone from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL. I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. It's a room to maneuver. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd.
Pick up the 6. It brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
the gun, it's Allen. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Our game here in Detroit, a Thanksgiving tradition dating back to 1934. And it is the first of 3 games today, per usual. We'll see the Giants and Cowboys from Dallas after us. And then later tonight, the nightcap, another game with NFC North intrigue. The Pats and Vikings from Minneapolis. To throw again on second down. Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Throwing again. Hooker. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Okay, ready?
On first down, Hooker. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. The Lions at 4-6 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think it's going to be tough to beat in this one.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that kid gets double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Slot man moves right. first down. It's Gibbs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll send Williams in motion right. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hooker throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he is going to have the Lions first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And it's caught. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Khalif Raymond, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Now the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now as they line up and kick this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. The lane opens here. He's past the 30, the 40, past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Buffalo. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful with this one.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hooker. Throw caught by Raymond. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Gibbs. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now a give running right. It's Cook. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams would take that every single time for the first play of the drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Allen.
Has his man, it's Shakir. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hardy.
And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Allen now looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Bills.
Khalil Shakir
From a yard out.
And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied at 14.
Tyler Bass will kick off for Buffalo.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 3rd down, it's Gibbs. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
But there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent game and first down. Simply put, you've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw on 2nd down, Hooker. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Trying to find Jameson Williams, and it's 3rd and short. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself going.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you tip.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Give him 8, maybe 9, but they're still left with a 3rd and long upcoming.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Throwing on 3rd and long, Hooker. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage or mixed tackle. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Allen to throw it. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be the... Right at the 35-yard line here. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end. There he goes, left side. 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. With his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. it's Allen. It's hauled in by Hardy. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Lions' 4-yard line.
Now Allen. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs from 4 yards out. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Here's Bass now for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Lions 28, Bills 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Off the play fake. Hooker. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Hines now on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. This is caught. It's Hardy. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
First down. Pressure comes and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. After the sack on first down, Allen.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Lions are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. Right back to him on first down. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 64 yards.
And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On play action, Allen eluding the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Williams, the man in motion left. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. On the move to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Gibbs. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
My goodness, 232 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. How about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. If you ain't made it till you got stylers, go out and shop.